Hey, yo, whoa. We are back with another episode of Ansky's Opinion with your gracious and humble host, Ski. All right, people, let's get to it. Let's get to it. I'm going to jump right into it. I ain't got time for the fluff. Guess what? Nah. but 50, 50, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Don't start like that. Is back. He is back. Attacking. Last time I spoke with y'all, we talked about 50, right? Last time I spoke on 50, it was talking about 50 Cent throwing a jab. Quick hook, right? In the Power theme song opening, for the new Power series, right? So I thought it was slick, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was probably the only thing that we was gonna get from 50, right? As far as a diss track, I didn't see an entire diss track happening, right? But anyway, here we are, you guys. 50 Cent came with a diss track. Bust through the door. First targets. Mano. Dave East. Jimmy Jones. I don't know if he said anything about Fab, but he came at everybody else, right? I think he became at Fab too. I didn't look too deep into it, but the man took shots at everybody. Boom, it looked like 50. Back in rare form, right? Coming at him, he throwing shots. Bomb. You, and you with Max Beasley, right? Max Beasley on the hood. Hey, he spit his one too. You know what I'm saying? And then talking Captain Crazy against Max, Max even got up in there, gave him a little bit of it. But it was decent, I'm gonna say that. The song was decent, you guys. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, I can say. As far as fitting at the performance, I liked his verse. It wasn't super over the top, the craziest thing, but it was shots that was taken. And it sounded like somebody who hasn't been doing it for a minute, but still know how to do it, but then figuring out how to get his grips back on, get back into the swing of things. And guys, and I said, I think that just woke up a sleepy giant, right? My man come back with another one, right? Swinging, hit high, AI visuals, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna speak on all of it. He came with another diss track against the Harris family, throwing puns, double entendre, straight up New York boom bap, coming at the Harris family with the Tiny and Clifford things with the networks. I make partnerships with networks. You know my man's going in, bro. He ain't playing. Finefty said, I am not playing with you cats. Y'all want to play game? He said, your father should have told you how I play, boy. You know what I'm saying? He even gave a shot to Lil Money. Say he rap better than Pops. He sound like J. Cole. You know stuff. I'm throwing, right? Y'all ain't even catching it. I'm throwing. But it's hooking. It's hooking. Yeah, but I want to say bravo to my man. Your man. Your man. My man. Our man. 50 Cent. Oh my goodness. Brother, you are swinging. He's jabbing, he getting back into the coast, the grooves of it. This is that track sounds better than the other one. He's gaining a little bit better, but he still explained that he ain't got time for it, man. He making big deals, he got stuff popping, right? And then don't be fooled even behind this. And then the man coming with some bars now, y'all. People can't clown him for not responding or saying he didn't have nothing to respond with, right? Because he just responded with two of them back to back. Bang, bang, right? One with Max B, one by herself, man. If you, like we said, you the 50 always kind of could deal with a lot of people coming at him at one time. You had people jump on the bandwagon. I think something was said to Pat. Pat won't let it go. I gotta mention this, because I don't think nobody else really, as far as putting him a part of the beef, right? They're gonna concentrate on T.I. and the Let's Rap About It podcast. Them gonna be the two bigger, focuses as far as his beats, right? Pap is kind of being overlooked, but Pap is actually probably spitting the most prolific bars right now out of this beat. Nobody wanna, what I'm saying, actually give him the props for. I said that's why I said he's not gonna give as bad as he wanted. He's not gonna get it, and what would be a real trick shot and a real slap and blow to his ego if 50 don't respond to him. If he gives him no reaction to what he's saying, like he didn't even say it. Like I think everybody else is overlooking it. Nobody's paying, but the man is rapping his heart out. Pam is rapping his heart out. He is really giving it the old 1-2, the college trap, man, right? So we gonna see, man. The saga continues, you guys. Like I said, this is going on. This series is turned to a series now. I'm gonna this is a series. You know what I'm saying? This is episode 5. I'm gonna say probably right, and season 1 of the 50 Cent Show. So, man, look, salute my man 50. Salute, keep doing what you're doing, bro. I think you're having fun with it. I like how you threw in there, like, I go buy your masters and erase all your ish and rap on your ish. But man, you threw some slick ones in there, right? You know what I'm saying? And all this started over verses, y'all. Like, that's what I think we really got to get, like, where, let's give some props to Swizz and Timbaland. They gave us one of the most entertaining back and forth between legendary hip hop artists, right? That being 50 and T.I. Let's give salutes to Swizz and Tempo for creating the verses, right? Because the verses that got all the start. It's all because T.I. wanted to do a verse. This is where all this comes from. Like, the hit song even transpired from this. Let them know. T.I. banging on the tracks again. He rapping hard. You got 50 Cent putting bars together, bro. We didn't think we was going to see this. He actually coming out with songs with tracks that's actually decent. This is not bad work that he's putting out. So, I'm going to say this is a win for hip-hop. At this point, like, they like neck and neck, I'm going to say, as far as this battle. With 50 coming back responding and saying what he said on the track, but he coming back and he compete, and it's just him. It ain't him and Yayo and all them coming through. It's just him. You got T.I. got him and his sons, even though T.I. said he don't like that his son's a part of it, which I can get that. I wouldn't want my kids a part of that goof in the seat. But anyway, it is what it is, people. I think that that this true hip hop beef, back and forth, right? on wax is very healthy for the culture. I think that is bringing some attention, much needed attention, healthy attention as far as competition within, you know what I'm saying, the sport of rap, right? Um, it's dope. So I want to push too hard to talk about more things, but I will touch on one other thing I want to say. I know, everyone heard about Rihanna's house being shot up by, from what I can gather. I don't want to say like I'm so for sure about what's going on, but like from what I can gather, it seems like a mentally disturbed individual. Um, you got conspiracy theories, you got this and that going on. I didn't even heard Choke No Joke talking about a choke gon' choke, right? That's something different. I'll give him some words at a different time, but my man Choke gon' choke, right? Um, he even said something about a conspiracy like that's a hit or it's a hit. Like I know y'all we could hear something from Jaguar, right? Pretty soon she gonna come out with the, whole theory and philosophication of why, she went with Rocky and her and Rocky is trying to break off from the Illuminati and yeah. We know, and there she's not listening to Jay-Z anymore. She's not under his thumb, so now he's trying to eliminate her. Like it's comedy, you guys. I don't know, that's my Jaguar, right? But anyway, you hear Joke, with his one too. He coming too with it, like, yeah, y'all see that what's going on, some supposedly deranged person, this and that, who came with a hit, and but how she get an AR-15? They said, how do anybody who's been deranged in the past get weapon? If they're not getting it from a actual legitimate store, I mean. They getting it off the street. How people been getting guns forever? Like I don't like that when people throw things out there like that. But what I was saying is serious that they saying that the shots that was fired at our house seemed to be targeting someone, and I guess the airstream that was on our property, that took sounds like the brunt of the shots. They were actually in that airstream, you guys. So that's scary, as far as did she know that they went in there? Was she watching and seen them go there? Like, let's not go with the conspiracy theories of, yeah, they knew because they targeted and this, but that's what people probably gonna go. But I'm just saying, was she watching enough? Because she knew where she lived. So I think she would have had to been there long enough to try to see what people at. And she opened fire in the area where she saw movement, right? Or the most movement, back and forth, going into that camper. But God, was with them. God willing not to happen tonight, But I want to send out some healing energy, I guess I would say, as Charlamagne would say, right, to her and their family, that was a really disturbing, account. But I did want to just mention that, because I see the vultures, swarming. They see some meat, in the water or on the grass in the field, and they finna swoop down. They swoop it down on it, Vultures are called vultures, choke gon' choke, and Jaguar, Jaguar, the sorceress, right? No, let me stop calling her a sorceress. Let me not do that. But Jaguar White, with her overly dramatic interpretation of things. It's her opinion, and what she like. It's a skis opinion. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, right? But I see them coming. The vultures are coming, and it's about to be a lot of elaborate stories about what's been what. And I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I'm here for it. I'm gonna be checking it out. just to listen to, the crazy stories that you're going to hear about why it happened, how it happened, who's involved, and this and that. It's the whole soap opera. But uh, we'll be tuning into that. But this has been another episode of Ansky's Opinion. What you got? Your gracious, your humble host. Who is he? That man, that guy, that dude. Who is he? Skip. I'm out.